What up, everyone? So, we are finally getting started on the boxes of August. We are well into September now, but I didn't get that many boxes in August, so we shouldn't have too much trouble catching up. And then once I get caught up, I'm going to try out some new boxes and things like that. So, let's get the month of August underway. So, first box of the month, Betoyo Bento. And like I stated before, August will be the final month for Betoyo Bento. It's been a good box, it's had a good run, but it's time to try some other things. No big deal, nothing against it. But let's take a look at what we got in this month's box. So, this one definitely all centers around one giant item. And this one is an alarm clock. So we got a Super Mario Bros. Alarm clock. So let's take a look. So they actually, I think they spoiled this item though. I think they announced it before it came in the box. But you know, no big deal. So, as you can see, it's just the 8-bit Mario here. And it's just a thin little alarm clock. So nothing super crazy about it. And, yeah, basic alarm clock. It says the time right there. You set it and it has an alarm. Not much more else to say about it. As far as quality goes, it's not super high in quality. It's pretty lightweight plastic. So it's not like super mega detailed, but it doesn't have to be because it's still like the 8-bit Mario. But the only downside to it is I can't set the alarm clock because the instructions are in fucking Japanese and I can't understand the instructions, and all the labels on here are in Japanese too. So I don't know how to set the clock and I don't know how to set the alarm. So that's kind of a bummer because this is not as useful to me now unless I can figure out how to set it. With 4 buttons here with no labels on it, so I'll try and figure that out. But one downside to getting Betoyo Bento is they don't accommodate too much to the American buyers. They don't put a card or anything in there that explains things or like says where they come from. Like a lot of times you can tell obviously, but sometimes you can't. Like if you don't recognize something, you won't be able to read it because all the writing's in Japanese. So I kind of wish they would accommodate a little bit, just put a little card in there or something like that, or some simple American instructions on how to work the basic stuff. No big deal. But, so yeah, quality's not super great on this, but it's still cool. Obviously it's a recognizable character, which I appreciate because often in this box I have a constant problem of not recognizing characters or franchises. And the cool thing is they actually included the box this time, which they usually don't. They usually try to save space, so even though they're brand new items, they'll typically take them out of the box and put them into their box, which I've never been a fan of, so I'm glad they included the box here. Because worst case scenario, you don't like an item, you're going to try and sell it. It's hard to sell something when you don't have the original box. So, there's that, Mario alarm clock. One other thing I noticed about the box too is it didn't come in its usual wrapping. The past few months it came in a nice cloth, like wrapped up like a little bento. And this one did not. They just went with a piece of tape on here, which I hope they do go back to the cloth. I still have the other one sitting right here. I hope they go back to like this cloth style. It was really cool, and it was something like new and different, and it definitely like distinguished their box from other boxes, like because they all look pretty generic after a while, and they don't have any kind of printing or labels, so I like that. But that was just me. So, the rest of the items from here are very much filler. The first item, we got a little keychain. So this is a Pokemon keychain. And I cannot remember the name of this little guy because there are just so many damn Pokemon. I've played all the games, but there's like, what, almost 700 Pokemon now, and this is definitely not one of the more recognizable characters. So the name escapes me, but either way, it's still a very cool little figure. And then it comes with a little, like, I don't even know what you call it, like a little plastic hanging part to it. Can't think of the word right now, I'm going brain dead. But anyway, nice little Pokemon keychain. Decent quality, nice little figure, definitely put it on display. The next item, we got a little keychain. Now I was actually trying to figure out if this did anything, because it's actually very thick for like just a keychain. I don't know how well you can see the picture in there. But it's from the show Amnesia, which I've never heard of before. But I tried to take it out and see if there was more to it, because it's awfully thick, so I thought maybe it lights up or makes a sound or something, and I couldn't see anything to it. So as far as I can tell, it's just a plastic keychain. So it just has a picture on there, but I'm not familiar with the show at all, so I can't really say much more about it. So anyway, little keychain. Then, we got a little notepad. This is from Assassination Classroom. And it's just a little smiley face, nothing super special. And then the The paper has some little symbols on there. Nothing amazing. And then we got some pieces of candy. This one says Milky, and this one says Milk Ball. Obviously we're going with the milk theme. And we only got one piece of each, so I figured I might as well eat it right now. Let's see what this Japanese candy has in store. So this one's like soft and chewy. I guess it tastes like milk. That's not bad. Yeah. Kind of like taffy, but milk flavored is what I'd say it was. All right, let's try out this hard candy. See what we got here. Oh, that's pretty good. This tastes kind of like butterscotch. More on the milk side of it, so like a buttercream butterscotch type of thing. Anyway, good candy. You only got one piece of each, but at least it tastes good, so there's that. So, let's go back through this box. That was all the items in the box. Let's go back through and talk about some value on this box and give it a rating. First, let me spit my candy out because I can't talk with it. But, first the clock. So, although this wasn't very high in quality, like I said, it was made of very cheap plastic, and the actual like symbols on there that show the numbers for the clock wasn't super high quality or anything like that. But a clock for this size, branded, goes for around $30. That's what it's selling for on eBay. That's what it's like listed for online. So right around 30. It is from Japan, so to get it over here it costs a little more. So generally, give or take a few dollars, 30. Next, our little Pokemon keychain. So it's small, it's pretty simple. This would be right around $5. Again, give or take $1 or $2. The lesser known characters obviously always sell for a lot less than the popular characters, but I've seen keychains of this quality, of this size, go on online for around $5. So not much argument there. Then, this little plastic keychain. I didn't recognize it, but either way, there was nothing special to it. It didn't light up, it didn't like talk or do anything. As far as I could tell, it was just like a picture in a piece of plastic. So honestly, like $2 or $3 max. There was nothing super amazing about it. It seems like very cheap in quality. So $2 or $3 on that. Then the filler stuff, like the pad and the 2 pieces of candy, I lumped them all together because they were so small. Individually, they wouldn't have any value, but collectively with those 3 things, I'll put $1 or $2 on that because they're pretty much worthless. They're for like a pad and some candy, but $1 or $2 just to put some value on it. So, with those values, on the low end, 39, on the high end, 41, so right at $40, which is actually what it costs to get this crate in America. So overall, as far as a rating on this box, I'm only going to give it a 5 out of 10. That's like dead in the center. That's basically essentially what that means is, there's nothing bad about it, but there wasn't really anything amazing about it either. The obvious like selling point here is the clock, but like I said, it wasn't super amazing. I recognize it, which is cool. Everyone recognizes Mario, but it's awfully big and it's not super high in quality, so it's one of those things where I don't think people would be dying to get it, but I don't think they would be super disappointed if they missed out on it either. So it's like right in the center. Like someone would take it if it was given to them, like if it came in the box, but I don't think anyone would purposely like seek it out per se. And the same goes for the other items in the box. Like they were there, they were okay. Again, I don't think anyone would be like super like dying to get any one of those particular things, and I don't think anyone would be bummed if they missed out on it. Like this box was like dead in the center, and considering like you got pretty much exactly what you paid for, which is not really a good thing most of the time, but when you're ordering from out of the country, it's a little bit more acceptable because you get so much more like creative stuff. You get so much more than you would see in any other box in America. So you get different stuff. You definitely get variety, but value wasn't really there. You didn't lose any money, but you got pretty much what you paid for. So all things considered, just like dead in the center, like I'm happy to have it. The stuff seems cool, but if I had missed out on this box, like I don't think I would have been upset in the least. So you got pretty much what you paid for. You got some variety, but that's all there is to say about it. So right around a 5 out of 10, like dead center. Like this is going to be the dead center mark. So that's pretty much it. Nice quick video. There wasn't too much to say about it. I'll wrap this up by saying Betoyo Bento has been a good company. The reason I'm canceling, if you haven't watched the other videos, is nothing to do with this box's quality. They have great quality and they really do have good items. The reason I'm canceling is because most of the time I just don't recognize half the items in there. Like, I can't read Japanese, so many things are lost on me. I have a lot of items that I have no idea what they are or how good they are because I'm just not familiar at all. I'm familiar with some Japanese culture and some anime, but not enough to merit $40 a month. So that's the reason I'm canceling. But if anyone is interested in an anime/Japanese culture style box, I'd definitely go with this one. I thought it was very cool, and if you do watch a lot of anime and you do recognize the characters, then it'd be very much appreciated, the stuff you get. So every once in a while you get obviously recognizable ones like Mario, and we got the One Piece statue, but it's for more like hardcore anime watchers and of Japanese culture. So that's what I'll say about the box in general. So yeah, this is going to be the last one we'll see. I doubt I'll pick it up again, but you never know. You never know what the future holds. But it's time to let some go and try out some new ones, so we'll see what the future holds. Anyway, this has been Betoyo Bento, 5 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Love you all. Peace.